Hey, I'm Scott with Swamp Works Amps, and this is the Hell Hog, appropriately named Beast. It's our version of pretty much all 30-watt EL84 amplifiers. There's so many different types out there that it's kind of hard to find one that you like the best. And I kind of took this thing and decided that if I was going to have a 30-watt amp, it needed to have some headroom, but it also needed to keep that bite that it did, and drive when you really wanted it to. So we've got a pretty well-balanced amplifier out of it, and it's got a couple of things that I'll show you kind of throughout this situation here. This amplifier, like I said, it's like everything else we pretty much build. It's just got one input. You know, tone controls is going to be volume, treble, middle, bass, from left to right. This one does have a presence, as well as one of the other amplifiers that we build that you'll hear about here soon. And it's got a master volume, but it's not like most master volumes, because we haven't really found one we like yet. There's some stuff out there and we pretty much heard all of it, and none of it really takes the cake. So what we decided to do with the master volume circuit is get it to where, depending on the gig situation you're at or what kind of music you do, the amplifier can go into a different kind of realm of drive with this switch. But it would work just like this one. Like if you want to take your volume here and crank this side to 10, and then this will be like normal. This is how the amp would work normally, the way it was originally designed. Now if you take your master volume and crank your standard volume up, it's going to be the same volume levels, of course, but you'll notice that there's quite a bit more of a grit to the amplifier. So it'll let you kind of go into more 80s rock, 90s rock tones. So what we're going to do is I'll give you an idea of both. I'm going to give you an idea what the amp would sound like 5 with, this is a standard like this. And then I'll give you an idea what will happen if you go the other way with it. But to give you an idea what the amp can do here, it's got a bristle control in the front, which it's not something that your average person that's listening to you is going to really hear. It's going to be more of what you're looking at as far as the front end of the amplifier. Like if we've got this on the treble pickup, and I can switch that in the middle, and it's going to kind of balance out all the frequencies that are being driven in the amp. If you go up just a bit, it's going to give you pretty much the same as the one I just showed you, but it puts a little compression on the end of the note. And then all the way down would be, you know, like if you just stand right into the front end of the amp. Take the amp and go to your local gig or whatever. In fact, I'll take these and I'll make them flat, even with these P90s, so you can get an idea. Clean it up, you know. But on most of these amplifiers with the EL84s, you got to turn your volume down just a hair, which is kind of an old player's trick. Gives you a lot of usable tones, especially in a gig situation where you're in more of clubs, although it works well in a lot of situations. I'm going to give you an idea of what we can get the other way here. Idea of what that will do, and the amp will also work very well on 10. Works well as pretty much with all of our amps. They work well with pretty much anything you throw in front of them. Let me give you an idea what she sounds like with a Strat. So she'll clean up quite a bit with a Strat because you're not hitting the front end as hard, but she still will give you some tasty stuff. Casey notes out of it if you want to go for country, rock, soul, blues, folk, whatever. But it gives you, it's kind of that amp that gives you that edge right on the top of the note that you kind of miss a lot. It'll give you a good bit of sting when you're looking for it. And can be, very usable at clubs, shall we say. But that's pretty much the rundown on the Hell Hog. If you guys have any questions about it or want to know anything about it at all, me and Mike are always welcome to take a call.